You guys already know what it is. King Ferg in the building. So today we're going to be installing the intercooler piping from CX Racing, and I'll kind of give you a tutorial on how to do that because I couldn't really find anyone kind of really giving a step-by-step tutorial. I saw one guy on it, but he did his different, so hope you guys enjoy the video. And we have the big boy intercooler. Nice and huge. Honestly, do not know the size. Here it is. Big boy intercooler. Big boy pipe. If you guys took a look at my older videos, or you guys have been watching for that long, I had the real small intercooler with the 2.5 piping in the IS300. This is going to be 3-inch piping, and it's going to be a much bigger intercooler. So all in the hopes and the safety of getting to 500 horsepower, for the moment. So this should do it. But yeah, looks like it's good quality and all that stuff. So after just kind of trying it myself, there's no instructions for this stuff. They don't give you any instructions, not that I know of, not that I could find. So I'm gonna document this as best as I can, so that anyone doing the swap can know how to do it. But I'm gonna start off with these two pieces. They're gonna set like that, both sides, and then I'll start with the next. So I don't know why these companies do this, but they don't send you all the hardware. No clue why. I went ahead and went to Home Depot and got some more hardware, but again, maybe it's just just my shipment. But if they don't give you the hardware, which I'm assuming they won't, you need to get longer 14s for the bottom ones, because at least in my BMW, the ones they give you are not long enough so that you can thread your bolt to the back. So once I did that, it worked. So I'm just tighten these up and then get the actual intercooler kind of mounted on. And then another thing you have to think about as well, I believe this is where the top mounts go. I had to drill this for the hole to be a little bit bigger, because the bolts that they give you, or the bolts that they give you don't fit. So you just have to drill this out a little bit so that the bolts fit. So that should be pretty simple, but I'll let you know what happens when I finish. So I went ahead and drilled those holes out like I said, and the mount fits okay, the top mount. And then, the bottom mount's right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually install the actual intercooler now, and we'll see how it looks. So far, I went ahead and mounted the bottom ones and the top ones. Like I said, they don't give you either, it's not the right hardware, I don't know, but like these ones, they don't, and so they don't fully go down on it, and so like it's loose. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some washers in between it, and so it can kind of make sure it's tight at least, because right now that shouldn't be, what I'm saying, it needs to be solid, so that's what I'm gonna do to kind of remedy that one. Other than that, it's not too hard. Like I said, I think if they just gave you the proper hardware, it would be very simple and actually give you instructions on where to put stuff. All I really had to go off was YouTube and their website. They do have pictures of like how it looks when it's installed, but like even that one it's not even that great, you know what I'm saying? But that's my only complaint. Other than that, that's my only complaint as far as just instructions and hardware, So boom, I put 2 washers right there, and now it's super sturdy. It's not going anywhere. It's nice and mounted properly. So that looks good, man. That looks good. You know what I'm saying? Again, I could be, maybe, I don't know. I'm not really sure how else you would do it, but like these screws or bolts, they're literally not long enough. Like, I don't think they're the right ones. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't go all the way, but I put some washers in there to make sure it's tight, and that did the trick. So I'm gonna go ahead and mount the couplers and all that, so all the actual pipes and all that. So final product for the moment. You know what I'm saying? Looks clean. So the kit is for a 2JZ with the stock turbo, twin turbos. And of course I don't have that, so this is gonna have to get fabricated all the way down here. Shouldn't be too much of a deal. That's why I'm, bringing it to the fabricating shop. So that's why that, that's why that stops there. But that side, this side looks good. It was a bit confusing, honestly. The only thing I can recommend is check the couplers, because I broke the 3-inch one, and that's the only one they give you. And I had a bunch of other smaller ones, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have to buy another 3-inch one for this and clamp that one down. But other than that, it looks super clean. It looks completed. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, this thing is gonna be crazy, man. This thing's gonna be crazy. One step closer. So only thing is, as well, is I'm going to have to remount the oil cooler, figure out how to remount that. I mean, it could be mounted here, but the hoses to get under, that's going to be an issue. So honestly, not sure what I'm gonna do yet. No clue as of right now, but I might just bring it to the shop and see what they say, see what they recommend. And I might just honestly finish everything else and then mount this, because things could be getting in the way and we really have no clue right now, you know what I'm saying? So that could really be it. So, but yeah, that's what it looks like, man. It wasn't a hard install, it's just you have to know what to do, and of course they don't give you any instructions, and then they don't provide all the right hardware, so that's the only obstacle. But other than that, man, it's pretty simple, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is what it is right now, one step closer. So we're getting there, man, we're getting there. So I am gonna go ahead and install the Greddy type, what is it? Greddy blow-off FV float valve. I thought it was like a Greddy type something, but either way, Greddy blow-off valve. It's supposed to give that, that Fast and Furious sound, which I am going for, of course. So I'm gonna go ahead and install this as well, might as well. So mounted it right there. I don't know if it needs to really, be the other way around for the vacuum, but we'll find out. But that's just how it's gonna sit for now. And yeah, it's just coming along, man. It's just coming along. I bought this thing like 4 years ago. I knew I was gonna use it 4 years ago. So you guys already know what it is. King Ferg, peace.